In our time, freedom has great historical momentum, but it is not an impersonal force. It always advances through the choices and courage of individuals. A freedom revolution often begins in a few minds, a few hearts, among men and women who risk everything for the sake of a universal ideal. They reject the counsel of fear, apathy, and despair. They accept sacrifices for a future they may not live to see, and they are capable of unsuspected greatness. During meetings in the Oval Office, I was eager to hear their stories. And now the Bush Institute is collecting these stories in interviews conducted around the world. We have asked men and women who have inspired others to describe what inspired them, what ignited the fuse of their outrage and resistance. Why did they accept the difficult calling of a dissident's life? Ken Omar of Burma explains her decades of activism.
It was already in my blood as a person. For me, is whenever I see something injustice happen in front of me, whether it happened to me or someone else, I cannot take it. So when I was studying chemistry in my final year at the university, I came to be in a group of students who were simply demanding for the true release of a student, a fellow student who was shot and killed by the police without any reason, really. This is a complete injustice, and I cannot take it. So that was the first time I decided that I will do something about it.
Dissidents are often motivated by a passion for truth and a refusal to participate in the lies that prop up tyrannical governments. Ammar Abdulhamid was a writer and activist in Syria.
Many people said this is selfish on your part because the consequences can be borne by your family. But I also said to them in reply, the consequences of their silence have been borne by me and are being borne by all of you also. So silence has consequences. Not rocking the boat has consequences. And the consequences of not rocking the boat, it may not be the dramatic death that we see when people take to the street. It may not be arrests, but it's a death of hope.
Ariel Sigler Amaya was a boxing coach in Cuba.
Ellos comenzaban a decirme cosas de que yo tenía que hacérsela informar a los estudiantes míos, ¿sí? A aquellos alumnos que yo le impartía clases. Tenía que levantar la mano cuando yo no quería levantar la mano. Querían que yo riera cuando yo no tenía deseo de reír, cosas que para mí eran muy molestas. Y tenía que mentir cuando yo no quería mentirle a los estudiantes. Cosas estas que chocaba con ellos porque si yo fui educado en un régimen comunista, tenía que necesariamente, obligatoriamente, tenía que expresarle cuáles eran las ideas comunistas a esos estudiantes. Y confronté muchos problemas, confronté muchas dificultades por esta posición mía que opté en tratar de una vez y por todas abrirme a paso hacia un pedido de libertad, hacia un reclamo de derechos que tiene el cubano como tal.
Democratic activists often speak of self-respect, a feeling that they could no longer participate in a failing, degrading system that was undermining their dignity and the dignity of their country. Václav Havel, the great Czech freedom fighter, made this point clearly.
Já myslím, že velmi důležité bylo, a to vždycky znova opakuji, když mluvím s těmi disidenty z těch zemí, kde ještě nějaký typ diktatury existuje, že velmi důležité byl ten dobrý pocit, že děláme něco, co je správné, co se má dělat. Nemáme ten nepříjemný pocit jakési upatlanosti, usmolenosti z toho, že děláme kompromisy nebo že neříkáme to, co si opravdu myslíme, že se ohýbáme, podřizujeme tomu tlaku.
The path of most dissidents leads through some desolate places where hope comes hard. Many find comfort in a power greater than any government. Pastor Bob Fu of China recalls his dark night of the soul as a student activist.
When the real bullies start shooting, when the tanks were ordered to crush many of the innocent citizens, including students. All over, students' leaders' dreams were broken. It was during that time I came to Christian faith. I accepted Christ as my Savior and Lord because I just lost hope on myself and on the political system, on the party, in general, even on the human being. And I was deeply despaired and disappointed, and thinking, how can I really make my dream come true? How can I change the society by changing the government?
In the past several decades, we have seen again and again that courage and vision can be more powerful than all the guns and lies of an oppressive government. We have seen how the sudden illumination of a single conscience can be the turning point in the history of a nation. It is our privilege and duty to recognize and help courageous advocates of freedom around the world. Our message to them is clear. When you stand for liberty, we will stand with you.